Are you today? How have you been? What did you do this weekend? Did you play as hard as you work? Did you do a little social play? Did you go out in nature? Did you relax? Please share with me in the chat what you did this weekend to release some stress, to decrease some cortisol. What did you do? What did I do? I spent some time with my family. That was fun. I got out in nature. I rode my bike. So I did a lot of fun things this week. This weekend, I also had the opportunity to do some writing. So that was fun. Look forward to sharing with you what I've been working on. So I have been playing this weekend. I have been enjoying myself. I spent some time with my niecey poo, which is always fun. And so I enjoyed myself this weekend. I hope you did. Please share with me in the chat what you did this weekend and how are you feeling this morning when the alarm went off. How were you feeling? Were you excited to go back to work? Did you feel a sense of dread? Did your anxiety start yesterday? I know when I was working, my anxiety would start on Sunday. Thinking about the work week, I would dread it. I would despise, getting up in the morning, going to work, or when my alarm clock rang, I would be so upset, hit snooze multiple times. Is that you? If that's you, it is your responsibility to do something about it. Is one of two things is happening. Either one, you are not in the best work environment for you to thrive, and maybe it's time to make some choices, whether that's to add something into the environment that you need or to remove yourself. Or you, number two, which is you're not managing your stress. You're not playing as hard as you work. Many of us have goals and dreams, so we go out of our way to achieve these goals and dreams, and we forget about ourselves. We put everyone before us, and our health and well-being suffer. So it is a priority to manage your stress. It is a priority to practice stress management. It's not optional, right? Although we do treat it like it is. So I have about 11:59. I like to come on at noon, talk to you about stress management on Monday. I like to give you a new tip, tool, trick, or technique to manage stress. I like to do it within 15 minutes because I'm not sure if you're on break, which is a 15-minute break, or if you're on lunch, but I like to talk about it within 15 minutes and give you back your time. So I'll start in the next minute or so. Where are you located? Write in the chats where you're located. I am located in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been here for a while now. Share with me where you're located. And we are going to go ahead and get started in about 30 seconds or so. So, welcome, Work Life Warriors. I am Ebony Davenport. Welcome, 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 welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you are enjoying yourself. I hope you are at work, excited for another work week, ready to add so much value into the world through work, because work is your contribution to the world. So I hope you are excited about today. Welcome. I am Ebony Davenport, and I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fund management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that we are happier and healthier, and so that we can improve our work-life balance and our well-being. I use over 50 tips, tools, tricks, or techniques to manage stress. But today we are going to talk about diet. So every Monday at noon, I give you a new tip, tool, trick, or technique. So far, we've talked about stress management, play, and today's tip is diet. So I'm going to talk a little bit about stress management, and then we will go into diet. So what is stress? Everyone knows what stress is, but it's kind of hard to talk about, especially with your loved ones or at work. We all have different ideas, and there are different definitions of stress. And so it's kind of ambiguous, right? We don't necessarily know what stress is and how it impacts our body. We say we are stressed out when we feel out of control, and in Western culture, that's what stress is defined as: a loss of control. And sometimes when our peace is disrupted, we say that we are stressed, which we really mean distressed. And that is Eastern's culture idea of stress. They think that stress is the absence of inner peace. So, because stress definitions differ and stressors vary and they affect people's mind and bodies differently, um, I just combine both definitions: Western culture and Eastern philosophy. And stress is feeling out of control instead of inner peace. And there are three steps to stress, right? There is the first one, which is appraisal. There's coping with it and adapting to it. In the stress community, we talk a lot about stress being the relationship between a person's perceptions, needs, and abilities, and the control over the environment. So, how we perceive control over our environment causes stress. So there are two different types of stress. There's distress, and that's the stress we're normally talking about when we say, "Oh, I'm so stressed," or "so and so stressed me out," or "this project is stressful." And then there's also eustress. This is the good type of stress: when you're graduating, when you get your first home, when you're getting married, you're going on vacation. Your body reacts to stress differently. Now, stress on its own is not normal. Challenges are normal in life, but stress is not normal, right? So, whether you think stress is good for you or bad for you, it does affect your mind and your body differently, right? But overall, too much stress, in a shorter period of time, and depending on how stressful the event is, it is bad for you, because stress is something that should come once in a while to help grow and stress you, but it shouldn't be something that you're faced with daily, right? So, in any given situation, traffic, how being in your house with your family or friends or work, there are stimulus that happen to you or around you that you are a part of, right? In the moment, you have the opportunity to not think about what is happening and just react. And there's no power in reacting, right? So stress management is realizing that there is a stimulus happen. You take the time to pause, think about what your needs are, what situation you're in, overall how you want the other person to feel, what their needs are, and then respond. So stress management is honoring the pause. It is stimulus, pause, respond instead of stimulus, pause, react. Stress management is mindfulness and prevention. So one way you can reduce stress is through today's technique, which is diet. Now, what is diet? When you hear of diet, the first thing you think of is what? Share with me in the chat. When someone says, "What is your diet like?" What's the first thing you think of? Put it in the chat for me. I think of food, right? I used to think of food when someone says diet. But diet is more than what you eat, it is more than what you consume, or it is what you eat and what you consume, right? It includes your media, your beverages, your music, your social media, your environment, what you think, the people around you, and many other things. All of those things make up your diet and your daily diet if it becomes a habit. So, according to dictionary.com, diet is anything that is partaken of habitually, right? So, if you're doing it as a habit, if you do it every day, it is your diet. Think of all the things you do every day, and that is your diet, right? It's hard to kind of understand when you think about it that way. You're like, "Oh, I have a poor diet. Maybe I do eat healthy. Maybe I do take my vitamins and drink water and exercise, but I consume, bad thoughts, negativity, action, violence. I take on all of these things that are part of my diet that may be harmful and not helpful and maladaptive in the future, because it will have long-term consequences on your mindset and your actions." Many of us have diets full of negativity and error. Negativity is natural and it is an actual pathway in your brain. The science of positivity demonstrates why mammal brains tend to go negative unless a simple adjustment is built. Negativity feels good to our old circuits, but we can build new positive circuits. It starts with an error feedback message we receive from our diet. Error is how we know that what we consume isn't producing the results we want. Our diet should renew, not deplete us. Our diet is supposed to give us the nutrients we need to grow and repair, helping us to stay healthy and strong and prevent disease or diet related illnesses. What is the first thing you consume when you wake up in the morning? Is it social media? Do you look at your calendar? Do you go to the news site? The first thing we consume when we wake up in the morning matters because it sets the tone and ignites the energy we need to be active throughout the day. So initially, um, I'm a little bit. I mean, social media was around when I was, I guess, in college, like a freshman in college, but it's not really a big part of my life. But I am a part of the generation where my mom watched the news every morning, right? For the weather and updates and everything. So I had a bad habit of waking up in the morning and turning on the TV and turning on the news, which it was so much negativity on the news that it would set my tone for the day. And so my day would just get worse and I would have more and more negative experiences and get more feedback that wasn't ideal. I had more error throughout the day. And so I had to realize that that shouldn't be one of the first things that I consume, right? I know many of us reach for our phones and we check our messages and we get on social media, but is that really how you want to start your day? Now, when I wake up, I practice gratitude. I name some things that I'm grateful for. I thank whatever I believe in for another day, for opportunity to serve, to be grateful, to be of servants. Then the first thing that I actually eat or drink is a glass of water to wake up my body because breakfast is breaking from the fast. And so I like to start my day with a glass of water and then maybe do a little journaling, prayer, and meditation, and then go on to the other things like social media, um, my to-do list, my agenda, those types of things, and checking my messages and calls and emails. So, changing our diet is the first step towards changing our lifestyle. We are what we consume. So, be picky and choose wisely. If you want peace and happiness, we must consume more positivity than negativity. We must eliminate any self sabotaging thoughts and behaviors that are counterproductive to our goals and dreams. If we perceive our experiences as negative, it will be hard to perceive the world as positive, and that is professionally or personally. Take the time to lean in further to understand your consumption and plan to limit your engagement with negative things and people. So take some time, maybe grab a pen and piece of paper when you have some time, go into a quiet corner, write it out, your favorite place where you can think and just reflect. And a couple of questions I want you to ask yourself. What do you consume daily? What do you consume daily? What do you like? Do you like what you're consuming? So once you write out your list of what you're consuming, go over it. Do you like what you're consuming? Okay. The third question is it adding or taking away from your health and vitality? Okay. Third question, is it adding or taking away from your health and vitality? Right. And then the fourth question, the final question is, do you need to change your diet? Do you need to change your diet? It's so important to really think about what you're consuming throughout the day. How is it adding to your goals, your dreams, your productivity? Is it making you engage in life? Is it helping you to de-stress, reduce cortisol? Do you feel fun, playful, light, happy, joyous? If you don't feel these things, it is because your habits, what you're consuming is not creating the opportunity for these things to manifest in your life, right? We are what we attract, or we attract what we are, right? And so if you want more positivity, you have to do more positive things. You have to choose more positive content, what you consume, how you consume it, when you consume it, and be mindful of if it's adding to um, whatever your goals and dreams are, your attitude, your emotions, your mood, your mindset, or if it's depleting you. Because if it's depleting you, it is something that you can do without, right? And so I hope this helps. I have about that. I have now 15 minutes. So I hope this helps. Please share with me in the comments if it does. I love feedback. Please, if you have any questions, send me an email, contact me on social medias. On Wednesdays at noon, I do wellness work breaks. Which is normally deep breathing. So join me at noon if you want to reset and ground yourself to go back to work to be more engaged and productive. On Fridays, it's Fun Funny Friday. So I normally do laughter yoga. This Friday, I think I'm going to do a little dancing instead, a little 1 minute dance break. But if not, please join me for some laughter yoga. I'll be here at noon. If you want to learn more about my stress management tips, tools, tricks, and techniques, I have over 50. If you would like to do it in a group session, every third Saturday, I have a stress management fun shop. The next one is March 18th in Raleigh. It's 25 minutes of stress education and an hour and a half of fun, practical implementation. We have fun. We learn how to incorporate these tools into an already busy life. It's like a party, and we enjoy ourselves as we learn. Also, if you would like to do more laughter yoga, it's February. I think I am going to start up Soul Laugh Tribe again. Come either March or April. The weather is so beautiful here in Raleigh, so I may be able to start earlier than April, maybe March or so. So check my social medias out for that. Again, this is the beginning of your work week. I hope you are making plans throughout the work week to manage your stress, to play, to add fun, joy, laughter, creativity, all the good juiciness things in life into your schedule. If you don't plan it, they won't just happen. This is your life. It's your responsibility to manage your stress. Only you will benefit from it. So go out of your way to play as hard as you work. It will give you more energy to add much needed value in the world, to show up at work, to contribute something of value, to be present for your family, to be your best self, to have more time for your goal streams and hobbies, to go out and be in your community and serve and be the change that you want to see. So I hope this helps. As always, Work Life Warriors, it is my pleasure. Please share with me in the chat. Let's stay connected. Part of practicing stress management is creating a community of practice, people that you can come and talk to and support yourself with, and y'all can talk through your problems and figure out solutions together and support one another, because we all need each other. This is a shared experience, and civility affects us all. So together we have to do the work so we can uplift the people, the planet, and make this world a place that we can all be proud of. And it is my pleasure to serve, and I will see you Wednesday at noon for our wellness work break. Thank you so much, Work Life Warriors. I'll see you on Wednesday. Go out